All right, good morning, everyone. Today's what is it actually? It's Wednesday, August 7th. Today is Wednesday, August 7th, and we will be, what are we doing? Oh, wait, sorry. All right, so let's start Wednesday, August 7th. Let's check our calendar. I always mention, please check the calendar here. And if you take a look today, Wednesday, August 7th, we are going to be learning about quadratics, extreme values, completed square transformations, transformation, stretches, and compression. So 4 lessons. Like I said, in this 1 hour, I will not be able to complete all 4 of those lessons. It is up to you to go through the notes, watch the videos, go through the lessons and the practice problems and whatnot. Today will be our first test. Our first test on Unit 1. So if you take a look, actually there's 2 things due today if you take look at the calendar. The first test is due today, and also Unit 2 Quiz 1. Remember, the quizzes are not too intricate. There's just a couple of questions. The test is more like your traditional style test. So let's take a look over here. If you look under the assignment section, you will see that only one test is available for you to see, so there shouldn't be any confusion. It is Unit 1 Functions, August 2024, and there's 3 sections. There's a application section, a thinking section, and a communication section. How long do you have for the test? So the test is not timed like the quizzes. It is, you can click on it, you can take a look at the PDF, and you just have to upload a file before the deadline, the due date. So the deadline is August 7th, which is today at 11:59 p.m. So you can take a look at, you can honestly open it up right now and take a look at it and just kind of leave it running in the background. Just take a look at the PDF, and yeah, and just have it open, work on it for like an hour, take a break, come back to it, work on it for an hour, take a break, come back to it, work on it for an hour, like take a break. And like you can spend like 5, 10, 15 hours, but remember, it has to be submitted and uploaded by this time. If you do not submit or upload, you are getting a mark of 0. Even if you try to upload that at like 12:01, the Dropbox closes. It's a strict deadline. If the Dropbox closes, there will be no submissions allowed after that. So remember, you have all the time in the world to do it up until 11:59. And my advice to you is to not wait till the last second or minute to upload, because a lot of students run into some technical problems right when they're uploading. So my advice, try to upload an hour before, maybe 2 hours before, maybe 5 hours before. Maybe don't wait till nighttime to do it. It's 9 a.m. right now. You have like, I don't know, 12 plus like, what is that, like 9 p.m. plus like 3, like 15 hours. It's not going to take you 15 hours to do the test, I promise you. All right, so yeah, so do that. Second thing I will mention is you do need to upload a single file in PDF. So it will not allow you to upload multiple files. So this is why I say that students have issues when it comes to submitting, because they don't know how to submit a PDF file for some reason. It's like they've never dealt with PDFs in their whole lives, and this is the first course they're ever taking that's online, which might be true for some of you, possibly. But if you need help with that, please ask me. I guess a bit right after class. I'll say a little bit extra today just to help you. All right, so make sure you submit the PDFs. Make sure you submit a single file. Make sure you know how to take pictures and convert them into PDF. So that being said, that is the test. That's all, everything with the test. These 3 sections, that's it. There's no 4th section. And we are ready to go. The quizzes, if you can check, the quizzes are also available there, but you are only to do, oh, one person already did it. Unit 2 Quiz 1, that is the only one that's due. And Unit 1 Quiz 4, I think everyone did that actually. It's 44 out of 44. But yeah, so, yep. So just make sure you do Unit 2 Quiz 1. That's also due today. So let us start now on the lesson. So today's lesson has to do with, actually, let's go back. What does it have to do with? Completing the square and transformations. Okay, so here we go, transformations. So I'm going to focus on transformations. I feel like that's the most important out of the 4 lessons. Completing the square is review from grade 10, and I actually went over that. I think I went over that actually. I don't remember now. But yeah, let's do transformations. Let's open up, see which one it is. Transformations. Yeah, here we go. So let's start with the basics. All right, so here is our general function. So we have function g of x. It's just function notation. It's just function g. It doesn't really matter. And it's equal to function f. You can see function f is in the red. And these letters in black, a, k, d, and c, if you remember from grade 10, are your transformations. So your transformations come in a few different forms. They can be, oh, thank you for messaging. There you go. All right, so your transformations come in a few different forms, a, k, d, and c. Some of these transformations vertically stretch the function. Some of them horizontally stretch or compress the function. Some of these reflect the function, and some of them move the function or translate the function up or down, left or right. And we're going to go over all 4 of these transformation values. So here we have our 2 transformation values that affect the vertical aspect or the y coordinates of your parent function. So C is one of the easiest ones. Almost every student I think gets C right. C is simply a constant value that is being added or subtracted at the end of the function, usually at the end of the equation. And it's a vertical translation, meaning it shifts the graph up or down. So if C is positive, so if it's like plus 5, the graph shifts up 5. If it's negative, then the graph shifts down 5. And I'm going to visually show you that as well. So here we have Desmos. We have y equals x squared. And let's just say if I have y equals x squared plus 5, look what happened to the blue compared to the red. And I'll do it in slow motion. So if I do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, the more I add, the more up it goes. So it's a vertical translation and moves up. It doesn't have to be exactly 1 either. It could be 1.5, like plus 0.25. Like it could be any number. It's just moving up. And if I want to move down, well, guess what? You do -1. You do -1 again. And keep going down. So yeah, so vertical translation up and down, positive, negative, pretty straightforward. Everyone gets the C value. All right, what about A? How does A affect the function? A is a vertical stretch / compression. So just like how C is vertical translation up or down, it's up and or down, or not, and it's either up or down. So A can be a vertical stretch or compression, so pick one. How do we figure out which one it is? Well, these values in this rectangular box help you. These are the notes. I highly recommend copying those notes. Now remember, if I'm moving too fast, the notes are posted under the content section. So you can always go to content section, you'll find the notes there. So if A is bigger than 1, if A is greater than 1, it is a vertical stretch. If A is less than -1, it is also a vertical stretch. If A is a number between -1 and 1, it is a vertical compression. And a third point, if A is less than 0, it's a vertical reflection. So here we have 3 things. 1 is a stretch, 1 is a compression, 1 is a reflection. How does it work? Well, let's go back to our Desmos here. And if you haven't figured it out, A is the value that's in front of the function that's multiplying with the function. So if I did 2x squared,